Hi all, welcome back to my lecture series. This is Muthuminal, our Assistant Professor from the Department of Agricultural Engineering at SNS College of Technology. Today we'll see the continuity of the previous lecture series, that is the topic under soil water retention, that comes under the unit soil water tension and measurement of soil water for the third year, sixth semester students, that comes under the subject irrigation and drainage engineering. Before going into the session, let us have a small recap what and all we have seen in the previous class. We have seen what is soil water retention and how the soil water could be retained with the help of any force, that is suction force. And we have also seen about the surface tension and surface attraction that helps us in different energy concepts to maintain the water inside the surface of colloids and other particles. We have also seen about the water holding capacity of soil with respect to the effect of soil temperature. Along with it, we have seen about the retention ways where the cohesion and adhesion forces plays a major role, at which the two basic forces that are responsible for attraction of molecules and along with the solid surface of soil to make them a very standard force. This has been carried out only with the help of polar or charged object. The next one which we have seen is about surface tension, where the higher energy of boundary molecules will reach the downwards motion due to the resultant force into the inner phase, and in which the water behaves as its surface is covered with a stretched elastic membrane. Consequently, there is a net downward force on the surface molecules, resulting in a compressed film at the surface. This phenomena is said to be a surface tension. So today we'll see about the third retention way, that is polarity or dipole character. The retention of water molecules on the surface of clay is missile is based on the dipole character of the molecules of water. That means that due to the charged system, the water molecules are held by electrostatic force that exist on the surface of colloidal particles, and by virtue of these kinds of dipole character, under the influence of electrostatic forces, the molecules of water get oriented on the surface of the clay particles in a particular manner. Some of the water could be affected with the help of following factors. So here let us see about the factors that are affecting the soil water. The first condition that affects the soil water nature is texture. The finer the texture, the more the pore space and also the surface area. That's how the greater the retention of the water. That means that whenever the texture of the soil particle is very fine, obviously all three particles together will form a very bigger pore space which has a capability to hold the water in it. So this is how the retention amount of water that has been retained will be greater while compared to that of the harder the material. The structure, well aggregated porous structure favors better porosity. That means that if it is in a very regular shape, that means that same materials will form a better porosity. So if it is not in a regular manner but it is in an undefined manner, irregular manner, then obviously the pores that are available will be really less. So which in turn, due to the increase in porosity, enhances the water retention. The third condition is organic matter. The higher the organic matter, more is the water retention in the soil. That means that whenever there is a larger ratio of organic matter in the soil, so obviously there is going to be a very high pore that is going to be available. So the organic matter will always helps us to absorb the moisture, and that absorbed water will take its own time to get infiltrated into the pore capacity. So this will increase the water retention at the soil. The fourth factor that is responsible is density of soil. The higher density of soil, then it means that lower the moisture content. Fifth one is temperature. Cooler the temperature, higher the moisture retention. That means whenever there is a temperature in very low nature, so consider an area which is rain fed. So obviously whenever there is an extra rainfall that is going to happen over there, then the moisture level at the soil will be greater. So obviously if that is the scenario, the absorption of water by the soil will also be greater, because the pore will be always replaced with the amount of overflowing waters. So it means that the retention of moisture in those kinds of areas will be higher. Salt content. The salt content in the soil is directly proportional to the water availability to the plant. Whenever there is an extra salt content that is available in the soil, which represents that there is a soil water is always available to the plant. And also the next factor is depth of soil. More the depth of soil, more is the water available to the plant. So whenever the depth of the soil has been increased state, then the pore available for holding that of the water will also be in a greater manner. These are some of the factors that affect the soil water. As of now, we have seen about soil water retention, how the retention can be carried out. That is, there are three ways. The first one is cohesion and adhesion forces, the second one is surface tension, and the third one is support capacity. Next, we have also seen about the factors that are affecting soil water. So at which we have seen seven greater factors that will play a major role in retention of soil water. So this is what I have prepared for today's class. If you guys have any kinds of doubt or anything, ping me anytime. See you at the next class. Thank you.